I should. I will share something very interesting with all of you. Very regularly we do it, but somehow it never occurs to us that how it plays on our subconscious and how it shapes our life and how it shapes our destiny. The two words or yeah, two words which I want to introduce to all of you, which you use regularly. We all use it very regularly. One is called uh, uh, somehow. Somehow I managed to do it. Somehow I reached. Somehow I got it done. Somehow it happened. And this is a word which we regularly use in our language, in our vocabulary. Somehow I did it. Think about it. If I start every morning with all of you and say, somehow I managed to find a topic to discuss with all of you in 9 minute moderation. And every morning I come and say, today somehow I managed to come here. Somehow it was raining so much. It was very foggy and blah, blah, blah. And somehow I managed the whole thing. You know, after one point of time, you'll start doubting my abilities. That this guy somehow manages it. I strongly believe those of us who use this word regularly in our communication, somehow I passed, somehow I cleared it, somehow I got through it. Right? It's such a weak statement or weak word to use in our language, and it over a period of time weakens our subconscious that we ourselves start doubting our abilities. I don't know this time how will I do it. Okay, and that's a very important word to use in life, which I think I have used, eventually trained myself into that. I know how to get it done. It's a much stronger statement to make. Somehow I got it done. Such a weak statement to make. Okay, once in a while I understand, but if that is how it's going to be all the time, I don't know. Somehow I'll convince my father. Somehow I will convince my spouse. Somehow I will convince my child. Somehow I will convince my boss. Which means you still not found a way how to get it done. Maybe first time, I agree. We don't know what way works, how it works. But if it is going to be something repetitive in our life, which is the reality, then why not to find a way and then saying, somehow I will convince that person. Shouldn't you be saying, actually, I know how to convince that person? You feel so strong. Not only you feel so strong, people around you also feel so strong about it. Say, this guy is always in control. This person always looks solid. So, what's your language? What's your vocabulary? Because in one of those 9 minute meditation, I've explained to all of you how words play on our psyche. When you keep on using the words of doubts or the very connotation of that word has some kind of doubt hidden in it, you're going to eventually weaken your subconscious big time. And these people will not reach or achieve what they have conceived for themselves or what dreams they have for themselves or what plans or what goals they have desired for themselves. It's going to be very difficult for these people. How does it sound? Somehow I pulled it off. That's okay. No, for example, you watch cricket matches, back to back cricket matches. Yes, one in those 100 matches, somehow the tail enders pulled it off. No, makes sense. Okay, they are not supposed to be the batsman or they're not supposed to be the regular bowler, and somehow they manage because it just somehow. Okay, that makes sense. But all out of 100, if 90 matches are somehow we won, somehow we pulled off, now I think it speaks about how weak a team can be. Or 99 times they can say, we just know how to chase. We just know how to restrict people or restrict that opponent at this low scoring game also. We just know how to do it. And that's the most exciting part of life. Are you in control or are you helpless? All depends upon. If you want to know whether you're a man of control or whether you're a person who's always in charge or control, Just observe your own thoughts, observe your own words that we use. Somehow or how to take this 9 minutes motivation in any conditions, anywhere, anyhow. I just know how to do it in the most difficult terrains, in the most difficult networks, in the most difficult health situations, in the most difficult weathers, over 450 times, not once. All 450 times, not even once. I said to my team, somehow I managed to take today's motivation. No, I just know how to inspire people. I just know how to motivate people, and I just get it done. And I feel always strong. There was a time in my life where I somehow would have got a job, somehow I got what I wanted in life, but it was very small time in my life. But if you ask me, last 30 years, maybe little over 30 years, I just exactly know how to get it done. Anything it can be. How are you going to lead your life? How are you going to construct your subconscious powers? How are you going to find a path for yourself? How are you going to achieve what you desired yourself, whatever you desired for yourself? How? All depends upon how, and not on somehow. Somehow I will manage. Who is going to trust you? Who is going to show confidence in you? Somehow I will get this project done. Somehow I will convince. Who is going to leave upon other people? You really think you yourself will be able to feel confident or feel, yes, I think I can do it? No, it cannot happen. It's never somehow, and it should never be somehow, because somehow is something like by chance. It just by fluke it happened for you, and now you do not know how to repeat the entire thing. But when you know how to do it, you're talking about a logic, you're talking about a science, you're talking about a process, you're talking about a way, you're talking about a path. This is how I will reach there. This is how I will get it done. How is basically the science, the logic of getting anything done. That's called skill. That's called skill. How to swim, where to swim we know, when to swim also you know, why to swim also you know. How to swim, that's the most important point. A lot of people can talk about swimming, that does not mean they are swimmers. How is the technique, how is the skill, how is the expertise? When you say I know how to do it, it basically means you are telling yourself and to everybody, I'm an expert, I know the science, I'm the most skilled one for this. How is that skill, how is that expertise, that science, that technique, the trick? And if you have it, you're a genius, because this whole world knows what all to do. This whole world understands why to do, but most of the people in the world, or majority of people, don't know how to do. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to be happy. They don't know how to meditate. They don't know how to connect with God. They don't know how to forgive. And the most important part of life actually is how, and not somehow. So make a call, make a decision, and follow it. And don't somehow do it. Find a way how to know how to do. With that belief, let's start this beautiful day. Here we go together. I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. So guys, go set and grow. मुझको दिलों का दिल